I learned this at a restaurant. This is the most delicious chicken I've ever tasted in my life. I'm going to use 3 large chicken breasts, well cleaned. I cut them like this, into medium-sized cubes, trying to make them all the same size. I've already cut all the chicken, and I set it aside here while we continue with the preparation. Here, I already have my baking dishes ready, arranged on the baking tray. Now I'm going to add fresh potatoes that are already peeled. I cut them into half-moon slices with even thickness so they cook evenly. And I make a layer of potatoes at the bottom of each baking dish, covering it well. Now I sprinkle a little salt on top to lightly season. I also add freshly ground black pepper to enhance the flavor. This way, the potatoes are well seasoned from the start. On top of the potatoes, I'm going to add onion to bring in some aroma. Here I sliced 1 red onion into thin strips, ideal for baking. Now I take the chicken we previously set aside. I start placing the chicken into the baking dishes, layering it over the onions. I arrange it well so that everything is evenly covered. I've now distributed the chicken evenly across all the dishes. And now we're going to add a bit of butter on top of the chicken. This will add flavor and also keep it juicy while baking. Look how delicious this is turning out. It smells amazing. With a spoon, I spread the butter well over the chicken. I'm using unsalted butter at room temperature to make it easier to spread. It has a creamy texture, perfect for this step. Now I add a pinch more of salt on top and a little black pepper. I'm also going to add steamed broccoli. I distribute it evenly over the chicken in all the dishes. This recipe is a complete meal with protein, vegetables, and carbohydrates. Now I set it aside while I prepare a special mixture for the topping. In a bowl, I add 2 fresh eggs. I also have a little less than half a cup of plain yogurt. I add a pinch of black pepper for more flavor, and a pinch of salt to balance the taste. I mix everything very well until the mixture is smooth and light. Now everything is well mixed and ready to use. Now I bring it over and start pouring it over the contents of each baking dish. This mixture adds creaminess and a special flavor when baked. I pour a bit into each baking dish, spreading it evenly. This really transforms the dish. Honestly, it's spectacular once baked. Now I add thin slices of fresh tomato on top. I place a few slices on each portion. Now I add mozzarella cheese to finish off the recipe. Look how delicious this is coming together. The melted cheese is going to be incredible. I'm using shredded cheese, but you can use slices if you prefer. Now I place everything into a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. We've now taken everything out of the oven. It's perfectly cooked and golden. Our recipe is ready to be served with an irresistible aroma. I'm still here with my plate so you can see it better.